Hello everyone, bonjour tout le monde. Welcome to EFA57 on this beautiful Sunday, May 24th. May 24th, gorgeous day. I'm outside, I'm in the back, about to jump rope, about to take care of me. And that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about you. I want to talk about you, I want to talk about me, I want to talk about us, I want to talk about taking care of ourselves. Mentally, physically, spiritually, however you want to do it, but it's taking care of ourselves, right? And I started this intrinsic mindset as of June 3rd, 2019, and I talked about this before. And why, and today I'm going to go into why it's important to not let it slip, And before I do so, that pool ladder back there going down into the pool, I was on a business call, I just got off a business call, and talking to a partner, and the chipmunk, I'm on the phone, I'm quiet, I'm listening to a conversation. The chipmunk actually walked right by me, stopped right there, like that. I made eye contact with the chipmunk. He froze, he looked at me, and we made eye contact, and I'm looking at him. Then he regained his composure, goes around to this ladder over there, and for about 2 minutes, I watched this little beauty of nature drinking water. A little pause, just drinking water for about 2 minutes, and then left, right? Made his way home. And my wife is walking Luna or Shepherd right now for her long walk, and then my daughters are sleeping, so I take advantage of this, and I started my business day early, did a few things already. Now I'm going to jump rope before I have to take care of the property, right? My business partner says his father taught him, nothing will come to you from sitting on a couch, right? Nothing will come to you. You have 4 acres, you got to earn it, you got to work it. It's constant cleaning, brushing, all that stuff, right? I look at it as another workout. So I'm going to do a workout before the workout. And the reason I want to talk about this today is taking care of us. And today I was thinking about a Dr. Brad Banks. Dr. Banks was a good friend of mine, business associate. Remember my 30 years in corporation, still going. I have 27 years in government. As of August 2017, I changed my direction. I focus only on business. So since August 2017, I've only been working in business. Prior to that, the previous 12 years, I had a position that I worked in a vehicle, right? Just like your law enforcement with their laptops and the tool belts and everything and working in vehicles. Well, I had a position that for 12 years I did that, like 5 days a week, a 9-to-5 job. And when you look at that, and at that time, and I'm talking about Dr. Banks, and I was bringing up to him like all these issues that I had, like the dislocated right shoulder feeling, the middle lower back, like burning, the left cheek sciatica. Oh, and I'm like, those that have sciatica understand that feeling. The 2 double hand carpal tunnel, like I literally had back-to-back carpal. This is the 3rd time in my life I've had carpal tunnel surgeries. And people tell me that I got big hands, and I know that, but like, even the surgeon was saying, like, these are some of the biggest hands I've ever worked on. Like the carpal tunnel was so bad. I used to go to the dojo, Italian Jiu-Jitsu, Jean-Yves world champ. Right? If you want to learn, you learn from the best. Okay, if you want to learn, how to kickbox and cardio and take care of yourself, when you have men in their 60s and women in their 70s and people in their 80s in class and also teaching, still full of life, vibrant individuals that take care of themselves, and they teach how to take care of you. So you want to learn from the very best. Definitely Ottawa South, the dojo that I go to, but the beautiful Ottawa Terrian Jiu-Jitsus and Gatineau and etc. And even in the States, great philosophy, great teachings, a lot of respect for their discipline, and I carry that because I was there since I was 8 years old. I'm one of those guys with a lifetime membership, and I can't wait to go back now that I'm a lot healthier than what I used to go there, because I remember doing my push-ups at the dojo, and my hands were so bad that the electrocution through my body. It was like somebody cattle problem on my spine, and my knees, my feet, my toes were shaking. My hands were, the electrocution. It's like it was a continuous electrocution. The planks, the push-ups, and you got to do it. You got to do it. Like you're part of a class, you know. So I just kept going with it, and lately, because of COVID-19, I started working my vehicle again. And not like I used to do Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, laptops, printers, everything, all that stuff, right? I just, a couple of days a week, 2-3 hours in a vehicle because of everything that we had to manage. And everything started coming back. The right dislocated shoulder feeling, the burning back, the left butt sciatica, not the hands, thank God, not the hands, but everything started coming back. And it's like, whoop, like my mind, no, like Kerplunk, right? Pull one little thing and 5 marbles fall. That's what started happening. And I said to myself, like, you can't let it slip. You can't let it slip, right? And then Dr. Banks, Brad Banks, and like he, at that time, and I remember he didn't want to die, and he was having heart issues, and he had a couple of situations that really bad scares, and he would always talk about Christine and Jason, and he passed away at 56, right? His heart stopped, and he foreseen it, and he was trying to change, and I wish, because Brad taught me a lot about the body. He actually said that it was one of his big money maker out there. It's people that work in vehicles, right? For chiropractors, it's because we work in it. I don't care what at that time they were saying, no, it's not the ergonomics, it's just, whatever, it's me, right? It's not the ergonomics, it's the ergonomics. Doesn't matter how you lean, how you position yourself, it doesn't matter, man. You're working in a vehicle, right? And I just, and 80 pounds lighter and etc. And I started working my own vehicle, and it came back. It's like it's hiding in the corner, right? It's like inherent. It's part of me. They were hiding in the corner, and all of a sudden, the right shoulder dislocation, couldn't sleep at night, the burning in the back, and all. So I said to myself, So now, like, I do everything to bring it outside. Like, I'll do everything not to work in my vehicle, because I started, like, I still have it. Like, I'm gonna jump rope. My lower back is burning right now, but the sciatica, like I said, you don't want it, right? You don't want it. So I was thinking of Brad, of he did not want to die, and because he taught me so much about the body dynamics and that, and where I am today mentally, I wish I would be there with him at that time where I am today, right? Where I am today mentally, because it might have helped him. It might have helped him, and I was thinking about him, and this is where I say, at that time when I was with Brad, I used to be the mindset, cram as much into my day as much as possible without taking care of this. Like, I would work out, I would do this, I would do that, but I was really not taking care of this. And I saw it. I'm one of those guys that look into your soul when I talk to you. And I saw myself in my pictures, right? And I've told you a lot of my stuff, but I saw myself in the pictures. The unhappy look in my brain, in my eyes, right? I saw that. And that's why I want to talk to you, about taking care of you going forward. Because one of the things I talked about on COVID-19 is how we were herded into the what's going on right now, but it also herding a lot of us into a different mindset of taking care of ourselves, like downsizing mentally, downsizing administratively, like literally, so I could have more time for me. There's a lot of downsizing, narrowing, razor edge, like there's a lot of stuff that I'm doing, and this is my I've already sat with my family, did the family boardroom tables that I talk about, the conference table, and I've discussed this, like this 10 years, like where I'm going within this 10 years as a family, to prepare, right? To prepare, because I'm going to work all my life. I'm going to be one of those social business guys all my life, but I want to do it healthy, because you are the business, right? And I say that to individuals. There's a lot of individuals out there. Your biggest conglomerates started somewhere, right? They started in somebody's garage, somebody's basement. You know all the stories. You see all the social media posting, but it started with someone, right? And that someone is the business, right? And then eventually some of them can go public and become corporations now. And some of them, they are the heartbeat of their business, big, and they're still there, right? They're still in that same leather chair and they're still working. But, and like I tell individuals, you are the business. Like, if without this, there is no business, right? The mind is the knowledge, training, and experience. That's why our duty to teach. My business partner's father told me that, and that's why I have that hashtag, it's our duty to teach, because he's right. Like, it is our duty to teach. And if we don't teach each other, we don't take care of each other, we fall into prey into what, like the situation now, right? People dying because they were unhealthy, because of a virus, right? Underlining issues. Well, underlining issues, I look at my shoulder, look at my back, look at my left butt cheek, and my hands here. Those are the underlining issues, right? Started working in a vehicle again, the underlining issues just popped up. Just they're there. They're there. So the underlining issues are always going to be there. You can't let it slip. Once it's created, once my shoulder got screwed up, once my back got screwed up, once the sciatica, all that kind of stuff, that the doctors will tell you, a lot of medical experts will tell you, a lot of these things, the scarring and that doesn't go away. It's like they hide in the background, right? And as soon as you do anything remotely close to it, it just flares it up. And so I know mentally that I'm stuck body mechanically with these situations. So that's why for me, I have to stay healthy for the rest of my life. I have to stay healthy for the rest of my life. Otherwise, because as we age, we degenerate, right? But if we degenerate healthy, that's what happens. Because otherwise, if I would have stayed at my 340 pounds, and when I say 340, there was days, but guys, I was at 349, 347. You know, I could eat a large friggin' pizza and a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken like that. Like it just, it's gone. Like, j'ai pas de fond. On dit en français, j'ai pas de fond, which means there's no bottom. It's a pit. It's like you just push it down a volcano and it just disappears, right? That was me. Like, and I was always that guy. I was always solid, that kind of stuff. And now. I'm still solid, but I'm shrinking. But it's better because the lifestyle that I live, and people ask me, "What do you live? What kind of lifestyle do you live?" It's a combination. It's intermittent fasting lifestyle. It's keto-ish. It's OMAD, which stands for 1 meal a day. It's no processed food. It's little to no sugars. It's a lot of liquids like waters and sparkling waters. No calorie liquids like espressos and coffee, black coffees. That's my life, and I eat well. Like I talked about this, wines. I drink tons of wine, but the 2 grams or less sugar content. People don't know this. Like some wines out there are 30 grams, 40 grams. Like you look at your labels. People don't know that. A lot of them won't even be on the wine label. It's actually on the tag. Or you got like in Ontario, Canada, the LCBO. You could actually go on their website. When you click on the wine, you go down. It'll tell you how much content of sugars in your wine. And I tell people like mine is 2 grams or less. And the top wines, like highly rated. I use Vivino, great app, by the way, Vivino, to rate your wines. And I look for the top rated wines on there and 2 grams or less, right? It's like I tell people, it's like the difference between drinking a bottle of pop or a bottle of water, right? So my wine is my wine just without the sugar content, right? It's beautiful, dry, red, crisp wine, 2 grams or less. So I live that lifestyle. I still go to restaurants. I still eat natural, but I eat what food that either God made, Mother Nature made, came from the earth, like whatever you want to call it, has to be natural. It has to be natural. And I take care of me, because when I look at that flare up I talk about, when I look at Dr. Banks, where he didn't want to die, like nobody wants to die, right? And that decline in her, if I wouldn't have changed my life, like I mentioned a moment ago, that decline, right? I would have been that big guy in the wheelchair, right? I would have been that big guy in the cart going through Walmart. I would have been, and you might not like my honesty, but that would have been me. I would have been the guy with the walkers, the canes. Like right now I'm in shape when I get up in the morning. Oh, right? Like you're in shape and you're still like, oh, right? I'm gonna jump rope here, and I'm gonna get really healthy. And I'm doing my workout before my workout, because when you have a property and you got 4 acres and the cleaning, like my wife, she's nonstop, right? She's nonstop, always work on the property. Constantly, you got to burn. You got to earn, right? You got to earn. If you want it, you got to earn it. So it's a workout. So I'm doing a workout before a workout, and that's how I view life now. That way, when I look at work like that, I think of it. It's a CrossFit workout. It's a workout. That's how I feel, and my mental state views it that way. So it's the way you have to envision yourself where you want to see yourself. Like intrinsic thinking, right? And intrinsic motivation. But where do you see yourself? If you want to see yourself fit, if you want to be fit, if you want to look at what I know what I used to look like. Like I know when I took off my shirt what I used to look like, right? And that's where I'm going back to, because that body's still there, and everything's shrink wrapping now. Everything is coming together, but it's mentally, physically. You know, if my heart stops at 56, then my heart stops at 56. I can't change that. If my heart stops at 80, it'll stop at 80. If I stop at 99, please give me 101. Okay, give me 101. I watch this when I'm at 101. He was 101. He said it, right? Give me 101, but give me a good social business life. Give me a beautiful family life. Give me a healthy conversation with my daughter's children down the road life. Let me and my wife retire beautifully life, right? Healthy all the way to whenever your heart stops. Whenever your time is up, would you not rather live like that than doing this? Being the guy in the carts and in the you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. That's where I was headed. you know, and I take all the messages, whether it was my daughter's message that she gave me, that motivational message for her to really, really make me think, to activate the intrinsic thinking, intrinsic motivation, whether it was my business partner telling me that I was fat, whether it was the Kevin Jean Duro article that I saw on Instagram, whether it was going up the stairs and breathing hard and like just sweating from just standing, whether it was like my entire body mechanic was keeping me up at night, like the shoulders, the back, the sciatica, everything, the restless leg, the electrocutions in the hands, it's like Chipmunk, right? Just keep pulling, then more marbles keep falling, right? You pull four pins and you got 22 marbles that fell. That's your body mechanic. That's your health. That's exactly what's transpiring within you. And when I saw that, and when I started working on my vehicle again, and all those underlining issues were there, it just motivated me to tell you, you can't let it slip. You got to maintain it, right? Just like maintaining your vehicle, just like maintaining your property, just like maintaining anything. Your body's mechanics is you, right? Without it, you're not there. You're there, but not mentally and spiritually. You're not. I saw myself. When I looked in my eyes in those pictures, and the 340 plus pound guy, the massive hands, the unhealthy look in his eyes, I saw it. I saw myself. Jean-Guy Bourguignon, EFA57. Please take care of you. Start taking care of you. You're being herded into a direction, and you could actually take the good out of this situation and herd yourself into a very, very efficient, productive, healthy remainder part of your life. Jean-Guy Bourguignon, EFA57. Enjoy your day.